Welcome to It's Tomorrow News. I am Hena Talati. Climate change and its impact on the weather patterns in China. Climate change has become a significant concern worldwide, with the increasing frequency of the extreme weather events such as heat waves, droughts, floods and wildfires being attributed to it. China, as one of the world's largest emitters of the greenhouse gases, is experiencing the effects of the climate change, with the country's weather patterns being affected significantly. In this article, we will explore the impact of the climate change on China's weather patterns, the reasons behind these changes, and the potential solutions to mitigate the effects. Heat waves are becoming more frequent and severe in China, with the record-breaking temperatures being set across the country. The heat waves are not only affecting people's health, but also country's infrastructure and energy demand. In 2021, the city of Wuhan recorded its highest temperature on record at 42.7 degrees Celsius, causing a surge in electricity demand for the air conditioning. The rise in temperature is primarily due to an increase in the greenhouse gases, including carbon dioxide and methane, trapping heat in the atmosphere and causing global temperatures to rise. The increase in temperature is also causing melting glaciers and permafrost in the China's mountain regions, leading to the landslides and floods. The impact of heat waves is not only felt in urban areas but also in rural areas, affecting agriculture and livestock production. High temperatures and dry weather conditions are causing a decline in crop yields, which ultimately leads to the food storage and high prices. China has experienced severe flooding in recent years, with the regions such as Hubei, Jiangxi and Anhui provinces being the hardest hit. In 2020, the Yangtze River Basin experienced its worst floods in decades, causing significant damage in infrastructure and agriculture. Climate change is causing more intense rainfall events, leading to the flash floods and damage to infrastructure. Higher global temperatures are causing more water to evaporate, leading to more rainfall and ultimately flooding. The floods are not only affecting infrastructure and agriculture, but also causing loss of life and displacement of communities. The increasing frequency and intensity of the floods are attributed to the climate change, and urgent action is needed to address the issue. China is investing in infrastructure to mitigate the effects of the floods, such as building reservoirs and upgrading flood control measures. However, more needs to be done to address the root cause of the issue. Droughts are also becoming more frequent and severe in China, affecting both agricultural production and water supply. In 2021, some regions in China experienced the worst drought in over 70 years, with hundreds of thousands of the people facing water shortages. The lack of rainfall is affecting crop yields and livestock production, leading to higher food prices. Climate change is causing changes in the weather patterns, with some regions experiencing prolonged periods of dry weather affecting water supply and agriculture. The impact of drought is also felt on the economy, with the reduction in crop yields leading to the lower GDP growth rates. China is investing in water conservation and management to address the issues, such as building new reservoirs and expanding irrigation systems. However, the root cause of the issue needs to be addressed, and China needs to reduce its carbon footprint significantly. China is the world's largest greenhouse gas emitter, accounting for approximately 28% of the global greenhouse gas emissions. The country's rapid industrialization and economic growth have led to an increase in energy demand, and much of this energy is derived from the coal, one of the most polluting fossil fuels. China's reliance on coal for energy, coupled with the increase in transportation emissions and industrial emissions, has contributed to its significant carbon footprint, and China has made significant efforts to address its carbon emissions, including investing in renewable energy and electric vehicles. However, the pace of China's transition to clean energy needs to accelerate significantly to address the root cause of the climate change. To address the impact of climate change on China's weather pattern, urgent action is needed to reduce the greenhouse gas emissions. China has set to target to peak the carbon emissions by 2030 and achieve carbon neutrality by 2060. To achieve this, China needs to accelerate its transition to clean energy, including investing in wind, solar, and hydroelectric power. The country also needs to improve energy efficiency, reduce transportation emissions, and implement carbon capture and storage technologies. China also needs to invest in adaptation measures to mitigate the effects of the climate change on its infrastructure and communities. This includes building more reliant infrastructure such as flood control systems and implementing measures to conserve water and improve water management. Additionally, China needs to develop climate-resilient agricultural practices and invest in research to develop new crop varieties that can withstand changing weather patterns. Climate change is affecting China's weather patterns, causing heat waves, floods, and droughts, which are impacting communities, infrastructure, and agriculture. The reasons behind climate change in China is primarily due to its significant carbon footprint, driven by its reliance on coal for energy and industrial growth. Urgent action is needed to address the root cause of the climate change and reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and China needs to accelerate its transition to clean energy, invest in adaptation measures, and develop climate-resilient practices to mitigate the effects of the climate change on its economy and communities. That's all for now. For more news updates, stay tuned with us. It's Tomorrow News. For more global weather updates like this, subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for regular updates.